Hi guys, Brand here, and welcome to a commentary video today. I was originally going to put this video yesterday, but I wanted to knock some of you guys out of the DBD bubble who weren't paying attention more to the greater Twitch situation that was happening out there in the streaming world. So I feel like, especially with DBD, with their more ugly chat, I needed to talk about that. But originally, the video I planned for yesterday is the one I'm going to talk about right now, which was I was thinking about this the other day because obviously I had a match on this map. And I was like, you know what? This is one of the most, beloved killer maps. Killers love Dead Dog, a lot. I hate it. I don't like going here. Every time I get this map, I don't have a good time. And I do not like going here, at all. And I want to just break down the reasons why I have, this weird hot take with Dead Dog. Because every killer man I talk to, I'm like, Dead Dog's great. And I get why people love Dead Dog, because it was one of the smallest maps in the game. It's 136 tiles. The smallest, I believe, is Midwich, which is 113, I believe. Yeah. So Dead Dog is a very, very small map, irregardless. Very, very small map, which means obviously, smaller maps are typically better for killer because that means you can traverse and pressure the gens easier because you literally don't have to walk as far. You can play characters that don't have movement options like Blight, Nurse, etc. You can play people like Myers and Doc and be able to pressure a gen that's right there. I'm gonna talk about though why I just can't stand this map, because I've really tried to break it down because everybody's like, whoa, yo, we love Dead Dog, and I just can't agree. No matter what I do, I just can't agree. So I'm trying to narrow down to a few reasons why for some reason I just can't stand Dead Dog. Okay, first reason, and probably the biggest reason that I hate playing on this map is this is the map where they debuted breakable walls. Now, I hate breakable walls. I think the idea of, it's not even a mechanic. It's just you just added a bunch of pre-dropped god palettes to a map. That's not a mechanic. A mechanic implies that it's interactive in some way. There's no mechanic there. You just added stuff that just inherently helps the survivor without them even having to interact with it. Literally, it's like a survivor went in during the open panoramic and pre-dropped a bunch of pallets, a bunch of god pallets. That's all that is. That's not interactivity. That's not gameplay. It's just you're haltering me. You're giving me an obstacle for no reason. Even though killer is by and large, besides solo queue, the weakest role in the game already. So why is that a thing? And this was the debut map for breakable walls. So it has a bajillion of them. You literally can't walk 2 feet on this map without walking to a breakable wall. I don't know. This may be a wild concept. This may be a frightening thing to say, but hey, when I load up the game, I want to play the video game. I don't want to spend time cleaning up after somebody who just put a bunch of breakable walls over. I don't want to spend the time cleaning up. Trust me, I clean up a lot around here and in my own house. It's annoying. Cleaning is stupid. Why can't they just be clean forever? Why do I want to go into a video game and spend time cleaning? It makes zero sense, but this map, more than any other ones, just forces you to just, anytime you go to, shacks, literally larger, so they can fit in a breakable wall, there's 2, possibly 3 on the main building you gotta break. There's the God Vault that, stays a God Vault on the town side unless you kick the breakable wall. It's insufferable. It's insufferable the amount of breakable walls you have to break to be able to play the game. The game is quite literally giving you a chore to do. And it feels, at least with Roning Storehouse, there's one, right? There's one breakable wall. I'm okay, well, I'd rather have none, but at least it's only one of them. But with Dead Dog, it's every single tile almost has a breakable wall, and it's just, woo, makes me mad. It makes me mad. Second off, the resources on this map are mostly static. The town side, and so across from the saloon, not near the desert, but towards the town side, that switches up a little bit. They are the same tiles, but they do switch their positioning. But for the most part, Dead Dog is really samey. The thrill of so many maps in DBD is the fact that they are different match to match. That's what asymmetrical games are all about, is that each match theoretically feels different, right? So you can have a nasty setup where there's a long wall jungle gym that connects to shack and you're just oh my god, that's so survivor side. Or you can get 3 dead zones in a row and you just win a match. That sort of RNG factor is what makes the game feel different match to match to match to match. And Dead Dawg is mostly static. Like, besides, like I said, like the town side switching up a little bit, the positioning of the loops in the desert side by the gallows, those change position, but those are mostly still there. It's just like everything's the same almost every single match. So like you go to Dead Dawg, but by and large the map you play is almost the exact same every time you play on Dead Dawg. So like largely the matches on Dead Dawg they basically play out the same. Now there's some positivity to be said to that, because they, you know, obviously, like, I know that, like, I know main building's kind of a pain, so I could ignore it because it never changes. Or vice versa, like, if I'm playing Survivor, I know I can go to this area because I know it's strong and it will always be strong. Or to avoid this area because it's weak and it will always be weak. But, like I said, in the same regard, it's like, well, it is an asymmetrical game, and part of that asymmetry is the maps. And if the map feels the same every single time, it just kind of, I don't know, it's not thrilling. It's not a fun time. And I think this third one, a lot of killer mains don't think about, and I think it's something that kind of like makes me annoyed and frustrated, is that like there is this idea out there that, like, you know, the only way to win Dead by Daylight is splitting up on gens. And that is really, really good. And I would still say that's like the best way. But really, one of the better tactics that survivors use is that they will split out on gens at the start. They'll split up on gens to begin with, and then in the middle of the match, where the killer's really starting to start some pressure, he's won some chases, he's hooked some people, they'll start teaming up on gens in the middle of the match. And then when it comes down to when they've broken their 3-gen, then they'll go, you know, split up on gens again. So that's like a good way to go about winning a match at Survivor, and a lot of survivors do that. And that's not even something you necessarily even need comms for. Like, there's plenty of times I'll be playing Survivor, and I just go, okay, time to break our 3-gen. So I'll work on a singular gen, team up with somebody on that singular gen, get it done, and then we all split up. Like, that doesn't even need comms or anything. So Dead Dawg, because it's such a small map, just really allows that kind of gameplay style where, like, you can split up, but also you can just, like, group up together and just smack out the gens on, like, Mach speed. This map really encourages that, because on top of like the map being small, a lot of the gens are really, really out of the way. The gallows, there's only one way up. The saloon obviously is the main building, which is really, really good. And there's, you know, technically 2 ways up, but one's like super out of the way. And then the other one's surrounded by breakable walls. So unless you've already broken those breakable walls, that gen's mostly safe too. Sometimes gens spawn up on the balconies on the town side. So obviously there's only one way up there to go harass that gen. Like, it's like when you have the combination of like gens being safe and gens being easy to team up on, it's like it's just annoying. It's frustrating. There's like no other way to put it. It's just annoying and it's frustrating. But yeah, do you think Dead Dawg is overrated? Let me know down in the comments below. But other than that, I don't have anything else for you. That's it for today's videos, friends. Videos? There's 2? What? Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow, friend. But if I don't, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.